change when I'm not paying attention. So today we are playing The Walking Dead Michonne. I've historically really liked Telltale's Walking Dead games. I played the original Walking Dead for a while. Didn't get all the way into Walking Dead 2, Season 2. And the kind of storytelling they do in these games, the branching dialogue choice storytelling is very different from the kind of storytelling we do in State of Decay. And so, on one level, I think this is the kind of game that a lot of people come to the zombie genre for, and so I want to play and understand it, and know where it's coming from. But at the same point, a lot of the storytelling stuff they're doing is almost it's just very different from the way we tell stories in State of Decay, with a couple of exceptions. There's a few subtle things that they do that are really helpful that hopefully we'll see here today. In Too Deep. So I think this takes place during a gap in the comic book storyline when Michonne was sort of out of the series. I think, was it right after the prison? Or I can't remember exactly when it was that she vanished, but she was gone for a little while. And this is telling the story of that. So anyway, hey Chronatosis, hey Calvin, hey Taylor and Gypt. And yeah, let's see how this goes.
I left so many people that I loved behind. So many that I can hardly remember them all. But there are two. Just two that I can never forget.
Press A. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm supposed to be using the controller? Nope. This A? Oh, A like WASD. Okay. Gotcha.
But they're not done with me.
Yuck. Are we having a weird dream? Everyone in these stories is crazy. Up. I love how... What? Q? Okay. I love how WASD is so ingrained that they just kind of assume that we'll know what to do with these keys. Even though this game appeals to a lot of people who don't play a lot of other games. Hey, you only stabbed him in the stomach. He's still coming. Q, 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 E! Alright. Oh, there's Q. Q, 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 Q. Keep missing the keys. A lot of zombies. Punch his head off. This is a great fight. Okay, don't forget the other guy. Looks like Ian's showing up. Hello, Ian.
Geoffrey,
I'm playing a QuickTime event in a Telltale game.
they have those.
They do. You probably want to sit close because I'm still using the kind of crappy mic.
What happened to the good mics?
They had a lot of extra noise, and so folks complained. So I turned them off until I could figure out. Maybe I'll grab Kevin at some point and get him to help me figure out what's wrong with them. Oh, I don't have your face in here. There's Ian.
Hey guys.
So Michonne's having some kind of dream sequence that involves a door and some little girls with no eyeballs.
Hey. Thanks. Buffalo chicken nugget punch.
I could smell that there was something spicy going on over there. Yeah, so she's actually in the wilderness, but she's dreaming of some apartment complex.
Or remembering or something.
Something like that, yeah. She's people are crazy. You know, I don't know if real people ever actually have experiences like the ones you see presented in games and movies. And where's my cursor? There it is.
I mean, we sometimes remember a thing while doing another thing.
Yeah, it's just like sort of the really fancy
Some
way
days
that
I
it's
envy the dead.
like whenever it gets super literal about it, like the person is actually having the problem that's literally being depicted. Oh man.
Pull the trigger, pull the trigger, pull the trigger, pull the trigger. Do it, do it, do it, do it.
Wait, was it? I didn't see the other guy from the dream sequence clearly enough. Is it the same guy? New guy. Music's pretty good, by the way. Not that you would. Is it like a? Was it from a museum?
Like, yeah, like modern ships
Oh,
don't have
You all right?
a big wooden wheel.
Thanks for the save.
yes.
It's not a thing.
Jesus.
Sometimes they do,
Oh,
just
get the jib under
to
control.
you know,
decoratively.
artistically. Yes.
Yeah.
You just had to take us in close, right into a fucking rock.
Hey, I've been sailing these waters for years. There aren't any rocks here.
Well, then what the hell was that?
Sunken ship, I
Something
guess.
else.
You said it yourself. Something's going on around here. This place isn't safe anymore, Pete. Your friends are gone, and whatever scared them off is gonna find us next. I told you this was a bad idea.
You're just being paranoid.
It's not paranoia if you're right. We're stuck out here, nowhere to go.
We shouldn't have been wasting our time.
Stop. We need to free the boat. That's our priority.
She's right. All this talk isn't doing anything to get us out of here.
That girl on the shortwave. What if she's part of it?
Guys, pull it together.
Taylor, I don't know if you're
Sadiq,
familiar with it.
Get
but in
those
the movie,
sails tied down.
the Italian
Once we've
zombie
checked for
movie,
damage, we
Zombie.
can haul off. Ease our way out.
There's a scene where
Go
a
on.
zombie fights a shark.
A zombie fights a shark.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Michonne,
It's not a zombie shark though.
what exactly did she say?
I mean, if it survives, it would probably turn into a zombie shark.
I asked where she was, and she said, Mob Jack.
In Zombie 3,
Couldn't make out more than
the
that.
scene where a bunch of zombie birds are attacking people because they
Michonne, take these.
had isolated the threat
See if you can figure out what we got
and
stuck
were
on.
burning the contaminated bodies.
Just,
But then the smoke got into
See if
the
we're
atmosphere
close to
and turned
anything.
birds into
I
zombie
mean, I need
birds.
to know what our options are. We just need to get ourselves moving again.
That's
For
ridiculous.
all our sakes.
Okay, I got a flashlight. Let's have to move first. Go to the edge.
Taylor got his dad zombies for Christmas.
Zombievers.
That's true.
That's kind of like Piranha 3D or whatever, or
Yeah, I feel like the tone of that's easy to predict.
yeah. Got that for his dad. My dad would not be happy that I got that for him. Wait, I'm standing next to something, but I can't interact with it. Let's look at a bag of rice.
Running low on rice. Need to find some food soon.
Let's use the flashlight.
By their water zombies.
Oh. Yeah, there's another
There it is.
ship there. So apparently,
Hey, Pete,
all of our ship friends
figured out what we're stuck on.
probably got stuck. I think we got sunk.
Damn.
Yeah.
At least it's not Rashid's boat.
Hey, Michonne. Hope no one's still on that boat. I don't want to die like that. Sorry.
Dad and B
I've
movie
seen a lot of bad
conversations
shit go
going.
down. I just,
Zombie versus up there with Sharknado
I don't
1,
wanna
2,
see
and
this
3. I just call it the
fall apart,
Sharknado
you know?
trilogy myself.
I've seen better places than this get torn to shreds. I like it here.
You're not the only one.
I'm kind of making some slightly random decisions because I'm having trouble
Should've
following the
let him stay
conversations.
slacking off.
That's fine. I enjoy the conversations with you guys a little bit more.
Follow up with, to be fair, he didn't ask for much on Christmas, so I bought him those two movies. Chronotos is saying, you did say your dad watched those, didn't he? Plus he has a good sense of humor and enjoyed them. So I'm just relating to you a conversation Taylor and Chronotos are having. None of us has anything to do with this. They're making a fourth show together. It's a quadrilogy now.
Not much to see out there.
You know, I can't say I'm surprised.
As,
Making the fourth?
yeah, people have to, people would have to stop watching the movies for them to stop making them.
Right, that's the magic trick to get them to not move more.
Hey, Michonne, we
Stop
could use a
fighting.
hand here.
But if
We gotta
people
bleed
enjoy
the
them,
wind out of the
by all
sails.
means, watch the
Stand by what I
I
said. Pete isn't
I really like
cautious
the
enough.
movie.
He's
That's
just an
First
optimist.
2000.
You call it what you like, but we shouldn't be trying to find people. We should be staying the hell away from them. Look where we are. You think this is an accident? Damn wind. Grab it.
Pete's captain of this damn boat. Show some respect.
Hey, I respect the hell out of Pete.
So this
It
Oak
doesn't
will
mean I
remember
can't see
that.
when he's lost his
Those
way.
little messages are one of the things that are just most brilliant about these
you get it
games,
all
because
figured out,
most of
huh?
the time when something like that pops up, it has no effect on the story at all.
Yep.
But it's reminding you that your actions are important. So even in cases where they're not important, you still feel like they're important. It kind of imbues the entire experience with a sense of sort of gravity.
Yeah.
It makes you think about everything you do.
Yeah, their games actually branch very little. And when they branch, they come back together. Spoilers, because it's miserable when you don't get to do that.
You see anything out there?
Ruins their lives.
Looks
Yeah.
like an old ferry.
Could be worth checking out. You know, extra parts, maybe some food.
Maybe. These things are ancient. No wonder they broke.
Yeah, find a better boat next time.
This should start producing fruit one of these days.
Alright, so I feel like I've done all this stuff I can do, right? That's... Well, there's interaction with this.
Yeah, I know. Working on it.
Taylor just pointed out that Telltale is self-aware enough that if you skip the credits, it says Telltale will remember that.
That's great.
That's awesome. Wait, what am I doing? Wow, nice pathing game. Holy crap. I just walked around the entire ship to talk to the person who was next to me.
Find anything?
Saw a ferry. Maroon near the shore.
A ferry. Didn't see a ferry last time I was here. Tiller lever shot. Snapped in two.
The what?
Tiller lever. Connects the wheel to the...
Look, I don't know shit about boats. Just tell me what you need, Pete.
Might have what we need to fix this damn thing. It's the best option we got.
What about your friends? You think they could be out there?
Hopefully we find some sign of them.
She just seems vaguely
She knew
pissed
the
off
area
all the
better than
time.
anybody. He'd know where to find the
True
parts.
character.
I think so.
Let's round up the crew.
Now, she was less so in the comics. The
Shannon
actress
and I will
does sort
scout
of
the
keep
ferry,
pissed
see
off
what we
look on her
can
face a
find.
lot in the TV show. Not as much lately. Like
Alright, so we're just gonna sit around waiting
most
for you.
recent
You wish.
episodes,
work to do.
she's been a little.
You didn't answer my question though.
Christ, here we go again.
Guys,
You three. Catch the boat, pull her out of here, and lay anchor near the shoreline.
got it.
Don't go anywhere. Stay near the boat and keep her safe.
The wiggle the mouse. Okay, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Trying to figure out all the little things they want you to do. It's easier to figure out the ones on the touchscreen because they're all sort of unified and using the same language. Sometimes I've got to use WASD. Sometimes I've got to hit specific keys. Sometimes I got to do stuff with the mouse.
Best get the parts and get back here.
We'll get what we need and get out. That's the plan.
Good.
Come on. Let's get going.
Is that a dinghy?
You ready?
It's a rowboat. What's a dinghy? What makes a boat a dinghy?
So have they established if this is in the continuity of the show or the comic?
Comic. I think the marketing material said it's from the comic. I think it's during a time when she was missing from the storyline. She was doing this apparently. I don't know how she got on the boat though. That's kind of a mystery to me.
Well, she was going to shoot herself in the head.
Yeah, but but it felt like she already knew this guy before she was shooting herself in the head,
Yeah, I don't know, man.
or because I think that we might be flashing back now to before. No, but he was still talking like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening, but I'm in a boat.
Take a good look at me.
Sure is quiet out here, huh?
Yeah,
Not a sound.
Remember that, everybody?
T-Pain's on the boat with me.
Kind of peaceful in a way.
Big blue water.
Don't you think?
I don't know. Something's not right.
Ever the optimist. You know, something's really been bothering me, and I have to ask.
What?
Do you think this looks dumb?
Oh, what?
I don't know. Oak's been giving me shit about it. Says I look like a pirate. What do you think? Be honest. I want to know.
Oh, fuck Oak. What does he know?
I knew you were all right. I think it ties the
You
look
don't remember
together.
that?
You didn't know. He's gonna forget it
Well,
immediately.
get you to loosen up sooner or later. You're always so serious. It's gotta be exhausting. I'm sure you have your reasons.
Not much to laugh about these days. Not that it ever stopped you.
Being grim about it, does that make it all okay? You know, when we first brought you on board, never thought you'd decide to stick around. You didn't talk to anybody. I just assumed you'd take off the minute you got your strength back.
He's getting that boat moving pretty
Keep
fast.
expecting to wake up and find this
Maybe
dinghy
he's going
gone.
It is a
With
dinghy.
it.
It is officially a dinghy.
Here you are. Haven't got sick of me yet.
What can I say? You're not terrible company.
Now, you will remember that.
I'm flattered. When we met, you were... I saw what you were about to do.
Okay, that was when
You
we
haven't
met.
had it easy
Okay.
out
Today's
Now you mostly
model
keep it
is
to
the
yourself. I don't want to make you talk about it. Unless you want to.
Being out on the water, keeping busy.
be all correct.
It helps.
It was the
I stop even for a
HGIBO
minute. It starts to catch up to me
001.
again.
London Barbatos.
When things are quiet, I end up thinking
There
too
are a
much.
bunch of other versions of the Gundam Barbatos because part of the premise of Iron-Blooded Orphans.
You know,
the,
before this, I was just
they're
on
sort of
my own.
it's a very scrappy
like you
group,
were.
and so they're
Convinced myself.
fixing
I
and
liked it.
repairing the part,
But after
the
a while,
suit
I just...
with pieces from the field.
Ah! Water zombie.
Water zombies.
E. Oh, I just eat the crap out of that zombie. Q. Yeah. Oh no! Underwater, waterlogged zombies. Hang out here. Kill all of them. Q. Ah!
They do field repairs. So there's a bunch of them.
Well, you cannot swing a sword underwater. I'm pretty sure.
Not meaningfully.
You can push things pretty hard, but you can't swing things. Pushing is a lot more aerodynamic. I think. Stabbing.
For reference, Zombie 3 also had zombie in the water. So we're all on the
Q.
same page.
Q. I'm glad that they don't count wrong keys against me, because I hit the wrong key all the time before finding the right key. I think they're being forgiving about it.
It was almost us. Guess I should have kept my mouth shut, huh? I can't believe it. Jesus.
That could have been a lot worse, you know.
Yeah. I know. I don't like this. Might be someone who can tell us where everyone went.
I'm sure
There's
a
no
lot of them
sign
went
of anyone.
down.
Just those fucking crows.
Something might have scared them off.
I hope you're right. Maybe they found someplace better. Well, unless we can find another boat. Looks like we're
You're
stuck
sure
here.
insistent that they got scared away and not that they died.
Looks abandoned.
I'm trying to be nice.
Doesn't mean it.
We'll figure something out.
Glad you're feeling so
It's
optimistic.
really
Yeah.
nice to
Looks like there's two
deny
ways
him
in.
the truth.
The ladder or the
I don't know
window.
what the truth is. Yeah, so Andy, I think you're right. People, because water is an essential part of our like metabolism. It's like we treat it like it's a very friendly chemical. But water is probably one of the best, most destructive.
It's true.
Substances that we have. I mean, it just gets into everything, dissolves stuff, destroys things. So yeah, a zombie wandering around underwater would be pretty gone pretty fast.
Those walkers aren't going to stay put for long. We need to get going.
She said urgently while wandering around looking at everything she could find.
Take crab. Get crab. Type get crab. No.
No. Enter the
Take
window.
boat.
Climb the ladder. Look at the painted name. Oh, it's the Mob Jack! We found the Mob Jack!
That girl said the name Mob Jack. I wonder if this is what she was talking about.
What else could possibly be named Mob Jack? Does she think there's another Mob Jack?
Practically
Maybe it's
welded
an
on.
Atlanta thing.
This is fresh work.
Maybe a lot of things are in Bob Jack there.
I guess so. It's like things being named Imperial in La Habra, California. Because there's the biggest road in that town is called Imperial. And it's such a great adjective for naming businesses that everything is called Imperial this, Imperial that.
Andy is making the exact same jokes that we're making, but time delayed.
Uh-oh. That rung's gonna go! The rung's gonna go just at the wrong moment. Hold whoa. Climb the ladder. Oh no! The rung went at just the wrong moment. Oh no, I think I just slipped. Oh, and it didn't take the fact that I was continuing to hold W.
Pete, hurry!
I never learned how to climb a ladder!
That is so hard. Let him die.
So, I should do stuff like that. I should just let people die. I mean, I'm be done playing this in 25 minutes anyway, right?
Yeah.
And I got an achievement.
You might have gotten a different achievement.
Oh. Replayability achievements. Bane of my existence. Mob Jack.
Seems like this place
I
was
feel like your
someone's home
existence
for a
has
while.
much more specific active banes
Do you
than
think your
just
friends came through
achievements that require
Hard to be
playing
sure.
video game content.
I could have many
We should look
Banes.
around.
I guess I should have said
It really starts to,
a Bane of my existence.
it starts to dilute the meaning of bane.
Open things. I don't want to look at things. I just want to open them.
Nothing but a hunk of old metal.
Well, you wouldn't have mentioned it if it wasn't important. I can stab that into something.
Maybe we'll find something down there.
We'll have to go through the cafe to get to the stairs.
You're just looking for Mr. Honeybars.
Always.
Okay, so since Mr. Honeybars is not a real brand, it took me a minute to parse it. I thought this was like looking for Mr. Goodbar or looking for Mr.
man.
Right. Like, oh, you're just always looking for Mr. Honeybars, aren't you? Oh man, if I could just find my Mr. Honeybars, everything would be
Locked.
good in my love
Have
life.
you seen the movie
One of
Looking
us
for
can get
Mr.
our
Goodbar?
I have not. I don't know what that is. I just know it's the name of a thing.
Don't.
What, really?
What a weird bummer movie.
Wait, she has a machete
Nice.
instead of a katana? I just realized that she has a machete and not a katana. How did that work?
The premise of Looking for Mr. Goodbar, maybe it's just Mr. Goodbar.
I don't see
Basically,
anything.
it's about this lady who gets depressed, starts having
there's nothing
casual
there,
sex, and then of course gets raped and murdered.
The question is,
Oh,
Like that's.
Which one of
I'm
us
sorry
wants to
for
reach in there
spoiling
and open it?
Mr. Goodbar, everybody.
no. I mostly know it
One of
from
us
the
has
Weird
to
Al
do it,
Yankovic
right?
song that references it.
Now the movie is named after the phrase.
Well,
Uh,
here goes
Yeah.
nothing.
And-
named
and-
after a
be
book.
careful.
And I assume the candy is named after the movie or the phrase or the book.
Phrase, I think. I hope not the movie.
Hold S to reach it. Reach. Oh, wait. Reach.
Let go.
I am letting go. Reaching more. Ah, there's a thing there! No. But it's tied on. Yeah, let's bust into the room and fall flat-faced onto some zombies.
Ready when you are.
Okay, this is the problem with video games and dramatic irony. I have to put a lot of effort into doing something that I know has a bad result because as a player, I've seen things Michonne has not seen. That's just... feels weird.
Come on.
Hey there, Turvo Ma. I wish I could tell you what's going on at the lab, but I can't because it's all secret.
Yep. I'm building a robot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So he's building a robot, and I'm
A lot of
playing.
people are having lunch, and that's about the extent of the kind of stuff that we can talk about.
Yeah, and I'm playing The Walking Dead Michonne.
We were talking about Super Hot earlier. It's pretty good.
Seriously, where is the thing that was zip tied to the door? Like, I saw that. Okay, thank you.
Oh, God.
These aren't your friends.
No.
Not anymore.
Andy has finished his lunch.
They don't look like walkers. Wonder what happened to them.
They've been zip tied.
Their wrists are zip-tied. They couldn't fight back.
That could have been postmortem. In this world, I would totally postmortem zip
Whoever
tie
did
someone.
this,
Well, again,
I'm sure they
the
wouldn't
concept
come
of
back.
post and pre-mortem
these people have
is
been
complicated.
Yeah, there's sort of like
Jesus.
what's the is there a Latin prefix for during?
Holy shit.
Mid-mortem? I don't know.
Yeah. Medius.
Oh no! Cakes! Hey Andy. Andy has left the chat room and has entered the actual room. Can't stand being funnier 30 seconds after you. He said being funnier 30 seconds after you.
You
Nice.
left this behind.
Ah.
Michonne,
So I'm the only one that can actually hear this in the
you
room.
okay?
This requires reading.
Got that look.
Oh, yeah, now I can't hear a
Same
voice.
look you had when...
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
You don't look fine.
I'm hiding my problems like Michonne always does.
All
I'm the
right.
strong, silent type. That's another thing. Getting to make all these choices as a character who's already defined both before and after this
They
in
wouldn't have left this on purpose.
a linear medium. It's like, well, what
Yeah,
would
but
Michonne
it's
do?
still alive.
I don't get to decide what Michonne would do,
You made it
really.
off this thing.
Michonne decides what Michonne
That was
does.
an interesting thing I felt about A Wolf Among Us.
Yeah.
I actually liked it more than the first chapter or so of Walking Dead that I played.
Uh-huh.
And partially for that reason, because I sort of felt like, oh, how might I play this guy?
What would Big be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
didn't-
mean, I didn't finish either game, so clearly they didn't hook me quite enough, but I think that's just more due to the style, that I can't mesh this quasi-linear media with actual player agency. Like it's a disconnect.
Yeah, it is tougher. I mean, I talked. Ooh,
That's
I
cool.
talked early on about the fact that they tell stories very differently from the way we try to do it in State of Decay.
Yes.
But
If we're
you know,
gonna
it's
find
interesting.
anything
There's certain touches like
don't
the
be in here.
so and so will remember that we come back to all the time because there's certain parts of just interacting with the player and the player's expectations that are going to be true of any medium, any audience.
I was doing fine on The Walking Dead until I failed at something and died and had to play again. And then at that point, the illusion of story was completely destroyed for me and I couldn't get it back.
Right. Other people dying
Let him
due to
down.
failures was like, it happened.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
sucks, but we're moving on. Whereas you dying and then sort of rewinding and going,
It reminded me that I was in a game.
Poor
It
bastard.
wasn't a real story.
Yeah, Taylor suggests that he'd like to play a game, this kind of game,
What we
where you
saw
actually are
there,
defining a character over time, and
execution of those people was done to that
and there's
poor
some
man.
sort of
Who the
consequence
fuck
for
could've
who
done
you
that?
are, at the end.
play Oxenfree.
It wasn't war.
It's out.
Wasn't even self-defense.
It has about 6 times the number of lines of dialogue
Focus
as a
on finding
Telltale
the
game,
girl.
so that branches like that
And we
can
can worry
actually
about who
happen.
did
That's
this.
true. I need to finish playing Oxenfree. It's sitting on my desktop at home.
Like, your choices and behaviors will define who your character is
I gotta play it before I forget how to play it.
in that game.
Hold up. We don't know what's in there.
Yeah, Turvoma points out that because these games are episodic, there's a really strong need for them to grab you, to like hold on to you and make you really wonder what's going to happen next and
What do you
keep your
see?
attention. And if they fail even slightly at that, they
There's a
fail
duffel bag.
financially. It's kind of
Looks like it's in
it's a
good
tough
shape.
thing for them to sign on for. I mean, makes it
Sign of
it's
people.
it's less
Same
there's less of an entrance barrier for the first episode, but then for all of them to be worth it, they really have to hold on to their
Yeah,
audience.
I mean, I really enjoyed the first couple chapters of Wolf Among Us because I like the Fable series a lot. But eventually, I just sort of forgot about the game, and next thing I knew, a couple more chapters had come out. But I was like,
Someone
I got other
scavenged
stuff to
everything
do.
else but left this.
Yeah,
And,
they,
and I wasn't hooked in the
Makes no
story.
sense.
I was
No,
surprised at how
yeah.
fast the Minecraft episodes
Really
came
useful
out.
stuff.
They
How are those? I didn't get to check them out.
my kids really. I only played the first one. It was kind of interesting. It was
Look at ammo.
Plenty of
Yes.
ammunition.
my kids really liked it though. They got super into it, much more so than I did.
Cigarettes.
Don't show those to Berto.
So
You finally just got him to quit.
when I find a game that my kids really like to play, that's an excellent opportunity for me to
Oh
leave the
my
room and do
God.
something else. So I haven't actually paid that much attention.
God, I used to have these 3 times a day.
You haven't seen the
breakfast,
parts where it
lunch,
turns
and
into
dinner.
hardcore
Drove my mom
pornography?
crazy.
No, I have not
That's
seen
what
those
happens
parts.
when you leave the room, Jeffrey.
Pretty much every time, I'm sure. With
Yeah,
every
all of the media
all
your
media.
children enjoy.
immediately becomes hardcore
No,
porn.
some of them turn into snuff films.
Great.
That's
That's much better. Kick.
That's not a
You
kiss.
think candy bars are just gonna
Yeah,
magically
come on,
get out
Michonne.
of there?
Hey, never hurts to try.
I find some.
I want some
old-
Orange
Yeah, I
Crush.
was gonna say some old orange soda should be in there.
Locked.
I appreciate the fact that the cans they pulled out in that episode weren't tight. Right? They had leaked enough. That
Yeah.
They started to flex because cans really do that. I've even had some long enough in my house that they've done that. It doesn't take that long. It's not a perfect seal, and some of that carbonation leaks
This
out.
thing's probably been
You
empty
can't
for
start
years.
flexing a little bit.
That's interesting.
Who
I didn't
knows?
even know that was a thing. It's cool that they put that enough effort into finding out what would happen.
As opposed to, popping the top and having it go, psh, oh, yeah. This can of carbonated soda's been here for, what, 3-4 years?
Now, bottles of soda, Andy.
Money's still here.
I don't know.
No use to
We
anyone
don't do
now.
much bottled soda. They're sort of harder to find. I mean, I don't do much soda anytime, but that's the problem. We buy cans of soda for folks to have when they come over for
Haven't had one of
games.
those in years.
Then they never get drunk. And 6
Well,
months
then
later,
it's
we're
gonna
like,
share.
oh, all this Diet Coke expired 3 months ago. It's all flat and terrible. Really, the message here is if you come over to my house, bring your own soda.
He will buy pizza, though.
What?
You'll buy pizza if we will come over.
No, the DM doesn't buy pizza.
I was thinking of board game night.
Empty.
And the message there was that you can talk Andy into buying you pizza, like, pretty easily.
Man, Logan or Santos?
You choosing who to save?
I have no idea.
Stab the locker. Stab the locker.
Oh my gosh!
Yes. Yes.
No,
Do
no.
it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Okay, because we're almost done.
Aw.
Oh,
This is, by the way, one of my major concerns about the Telltale games.
that was
We
not.
should have had to deal with Stab the Locker.
Yeah. Either don't give me the option, or yeah.
Easy.
Who the hell are you people?
Who are you?
Look, kid, just
Tell me. Now.
I'm Michonne, and that's Pete. We're just passing through.
Yeah, sure you are. That bag belongs to us. So step aside, all right?
Those guns probably not even bullets.
That one had at least
Don't
one.
be stupid.
That was a great scene.
I don't want to
in
do
last
this.
week's Walking Dead. This
But
is
we
no
need
spoiler,
that
but
stuff.
just
So just
somebody made a
back
comment. Those guns
up.
don't even have
Take
bullets
it.
in them.
It's yours.
Rick and Daryl both pointed off and moved something out. Uh-oh! Zombies! Oh, help. We're gonna stab that kid in.
This one's coming after me no matter what, so it's not a moral choice. I feel like Michonne's arms should be... What? What?
You need to press a little bit louder.
I guess so. I'm dead. Click to
Alright.
continue.
And we're done. Oh, wait,
Oh,
no! That didn't happen.
These other things happened instead.
Oh, visit alternate Earth.
I think that's alternate Earth.
Yeah, it was gonna be alternative, and then it wasn't. That's the last second. E. Press E or Q or E or something.
Wait. Oh. Oh, it's to the mouse. I did it with the mouse and not the keyboard. Usually I need to do it with the keyboard. E. E. Oh, I E'd the crap out of that guy. Oh, he got cued.
Yeah, with the
E'd in the
cash
face. Oh, and then... Ah, S. 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 Oh, good. You killed one, Pete? Thanks. Nice work, Pete. Wow, you killed a whole zombie.
He's pulling his weight.
Mm,
I mean, you were pulling 6 times.
exactly his weight. We're all just repeating this. Whatever. I'm not trying to steal your duffel.
I just said I was going to let her go.
Oh, nice cons. That was nice.
Stay
Yeah.
put.
I see what you did there.
Randall! Shit!
Taylor, that was pretty good.
Uh-oh.
Looks like you caught our thieves.
This guy's got a beard. He's serious.
Nice job.
Wait, were all these people on this ferry the whole time?
Kratoses is right, by the way. Call of Juarez Gunslinger
And
does do
you've
a
got
really
help
good job
this
of-
time.
Like, you'll die, and the game has a narrator
Interesting.
throughout. He'll be like,
Thought you were.
What the hell is
no,
going
wait.
on?
Don't
there was
play
like a
dumb.
barrel in front of me that I
This
was
is a
using as cover,
misunderstanding.
and it rewinds, and it makes the level easier by putting a barrel in front of you that you can use as cover.
That's
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. I want to check this game out now.
I know Sam here didn't do all this. Get them all onto the boat. Be careful.
We're on a boat.
These new ones aren't fucking around.
Here, look at that.
We'll take them
I
to
think
normal.
maybe he wants a bigger boat.
Oh no!
They try anything. Shoot them.
They should have a little choice. It's like try anything and don't try anything. And if I choose try anything, I don't know, get shot. Okay.
You chose poorly. Bang. We're now deleting your game. What?
All right, well, we are getting near the end. This might actually be a good time to sort of wrap it up. Because I think, yeah, whatever new thing we're going to start here, we're not going to be able to get very far into. But let's, well, it sure is loading for a while.
Load screen. Load screen.
Actually, that started sounding like the theme to TV show Pinwheel that I watched when I was a kid.
Let's see.
Pinwheel,
To
pinwheel,
continue
spinning
to-
around. Look at my pinwheel and see what I found.
Machete.
Any bites, rashes.
Because it
coughs,
actually was
They're
rotating.
clean.
You know we're gonna
Actually,
need those weapons back.
Harvey
Don't worry. You'll get them back.
Oh,
Once we've cleared all this up.
Bullshit.
Watch it, girl. They're in deep
Harvey.
enough already.
Yep.
You know, if I had my
Leave from
way,
the UHF
I'd just dump you over the side. See how well
Underrated
you
movie.
swim with your hands tied behind
It's
your
really
I
back.
feel like it's
Dad
appropriately
might talk to me.
regarded
Don't
now.
worry.
Listen to me.
It did terribly when it came out.
Oh,
He doesn't
And Weird Al
seem like the
considered
most
suicide.
reasonable
I know we can work something out. Maybe we
Be
can-
careful.
Wow, we're
Right?
so fortunate.
Hey, cut the chatter. You speak.
I know.
when
Imagine the
spoken
world
to,
where the total failure of UHF had led to Weird Al killing himself.
what? Wait, why are we imagining this world?
As it almost came to pass. Here, I built
Is
this
it
part of a robot.
Really?
Is it true or just rumored?
That's from an interview I read with Weird Al.
Oh wow! Yikes!
Seriously?
Yeah, that movie was like That was supposed to be like the big breakthrough. There were TV shows that were going to come afterward, like Al's.
Oh wow!
The boat's coming in, and it was an abysmal failure. And like, his career was gone.
And he wasn't just the beloved classic artist that he kind of is now, right? Where a lot of adults have fond memories of listening to him as children and will buy anything he makes. And
He hadn't sort of flipped over a generation yet.
Yeah. It's going to be hard to wait for that, not knowing if it's going to happen, you know?
It did launch Michael Richards' career, though.
I guess, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Which that kind of ended up okay. I don't know.